I'm Mike Jr. and today I'd like to give my real thoughts on the television series Taz-Mania. It's a show that aired on Fox in the early 90s, starring the Tasmanian Devil. And by that time he became one of Warner Bros.' more popular characters. He was one of the more marketable Looney Tunes. He was giving his own show. I must say, for a long time I found the Tasmanian Devil overrated. Didn't really think his classic work really that great. But at the same time, I did think Taz-Mania was a really great show though. It has a lot of great supporting characters. Yeah, there were like very few times where I saw other Looney Tunes characters. There was one episode that had a camera by Bugs and Daffy. There was one episode where Bugs Bunny and Shane Sam's voices are heard. There's an episode with Fargo Leghorn, an episode with Morgan Morrison, an episode with Sam Sheepdog. Those are good episodes. Yeah, I just think I like Taz-Mania, like the Tasmanian Devil's family. They're kind of great. I like the Hotel Taz-Mania episodes. Those were some of the best ones. I felt like there were enough of those. Yeah, I was reading the so have three main settings. There's like Taz at home with his family, Taz in the wild outback, and Taz at his hotel. It seems like the hotel got the lowest amount of episodes. There's like one episode guy probably for the first season. It seemed like they were few and far between. Like the first episode only had. Well, the first season only had 2 episodes involving the hotel. So the few people who worked at the hotel had episodes outside the hotel, though. And to be fair, those 2 hotel episodes for the first season were both half-hour episodes. The first time that Taz's job was featured in Devil of a Job, it actually worked in all 3 of the main kind of plot lines. Like, they have a little bit of the Taz Outback stuff, and a little bit of Taz's family, and a little bit of the hotel. It's kind of amazing. And a lot like Bushwhacker Bob, he was a funny character, and Mr. Thickly was funny, and Constance, it was a good character. There's other characters I really liked, like Desiree Dingo. He's got a funny character. He has a nice smart guy type voice, or a wise guy type voice. And like Window T. Wolf, like character was like rare Tasmanian Wolf. He was in prison of Woody Allen. His first appearance, I think it's called Wolf for Wolf. That's a funny episode where Taz spends a lot of it trying to chase out of him, like a typical Bugs and Taz cartoon, but then Taz eats him. He spends some time with his life story before Taz spits him out. Then Taz wants to get away from him. At the very end, they go underground. It turns out there's a bunch of other Tasmanian wolves hanging underground, or Taz and Winter are both oblivious to them. It's kind of funny twist. And a lot like the Platypus brothers. They're really funny characters. Yeah. So one great episode called Content at the limo where Taz wasn't very so the McKimsons. They go, but his antenna's out, so he goes once at the Platypus brothers' home, but then the antenna there goes out also. At first I thought the McKimsons was just a reference to Robert McKimson who created the Tasmanian Devil. Then I realized that Paul also parodied The Simpsons. Yeah, the names were more similar to The Simpsons. And I like the episode with Pledge Drive, where Mr. Thickly was a pledge drive to keep Taz-Mania on the air. This episode has live with hotels doing a big show, and Taz keeps going to be on. There's the Pirate Taz-Mania, where the Tasmanian Devils plays with the pipe, and Lord was the bush rats. Yeah. And I love the Tasmanian Devil's best friend, Buddy Moore. Like, weeks later, they found they wasn't really in that many episodes. When I was a kid, I thought it was on a lot more. Because I didn't think it's interesting how the opening it mentions almost every major character except for Billy Wombat, and some of those characters didn't appear in many episodes, or some of them did. Yeah, all in the opening, the announcer mentions all the characters. It's just kind of fun. Guessing which ones are regulars or not. It was always kind of interesting how some of those characters featured prominently in the opening. They might only appear once or twice in the first season, but then they appear a lot more after that. Characters like Desiree Dingo, I think was only there once in the first season. It was, for instance, Bruce Laird, I think he only appeared twice in the first season, but appeared more after that. And there was quite a few episodes has been. They're kind of like parodies of older one of our sorts. Like one called Just Because, where for instance, Bruce Laird has to team up with his AK cousin. It seems a little like a parody of the Fargo Lego cartoons that have AK Jr. There's one, I think it's called Midsummer Night's Taz, where Taz and Barbara stay at a scary hotel where people were trying to kill them. This is kind of a parody of the cartoons with Porky Pig and Sylvester, where they go to a hotel and all the scary stuff, and Porky doesn't believe Sylvester. You know, there's one where Taz and his younger brother Jake are playing, some bears trying to attack them. At first, that they only see the small one, but when the bigger one's trying to attack them, the Taz there stop while the younger one only sees the small one. It's got a parody of some of the Sylvester cartoons with Bulldogs, Spike and Chester. Yeah, Taz-Mania was a really great show. Yeah, of course. I had the Taz-Mania game for Sega Game Gear, and that's really hard. Like you can never beat the first level where the tested out one a big boulder, and you can only spin for a while till it runs out of energy and to get something else. I've never been able to play that level. I've seen footage of the lower Taz in a minecart. It looks fun. I wish I could beat the first level so I could play that minecart level. I played a little bit of the Sega Genesis Taz-Mania game, which is a little bit easier. What are your thoughts on Taz-Mania?